All right, hello, Key Biscayne. It is Wednesday, May 4th, 2016. This is your No One's Listening show. I'm your host, Rafa. With me is the panel. To my left is Griff.
Hey, Keep Biscayne.
His left is Anna.
Hi, everyone. I missed you.
To her left is Gman.
Hello.
To his left is Manny.
I'd like to thank the gods for the rain today and then for ceasing the rain just in time for us to get out here.
Yeah.
And to his left is Bobby.
What's going on?
All right, weekend talk. Let's go. We had the 4th of July party. It was super success. It was awesome. Band played. It was awesome. I have more to say, but maybe somebody wants to say something first.
I mean, I concur. It was an amazing party, Rafa. It starts with you guys, what you put together and the whole committee, getting there early on Friday and beginning the setup.
You helped out a lot too, man. You were there the day before, the day of.
Well, yeah, but I'm not part of the committee, and I don't have a shirt as part of the committee. But you guys look good in those
I
red
heard
shirts.
somebody asked you to be, and you were like, no.
It was great. I think a lot of things went right.
Was that someone you?
I don't.
George W.B. Shimmy shuffle, the question right there.
I don't recall that, but it might have happened. It was a long night.
No, but it was great. The band was awesome. I mean, this is the first time we have a band where the entire crowd stands in front of the band watching them pretty much the whole night. I mean, that's never happened, you know?
I think that where we put the band was
yeah, to put them outside was way better.
and there was gonna be 500 people at this party. So you put a band on the inside, and it's just really loud.
Have you guys ever been to a party where they've done that before? Because I have.
I haven't.
Why don't they? Why do they always have to set up inside in the corner?
Well, we went there the day before, Rafa, to kind of do a walkthrough with the band, or a member from the band, and we met Mike O'Brien there, Rafa. And we kind of, we thought about, hey, how about putting the band outside? And Mike said, well, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah, he thought the sound was going to bounce off the walls of the buildings.
And he's right. If the band was on the beach facing west,
Yeah.
that's what would happen. Bounce off of the, and what's next door?
So he was
the
saying
Ocean
that
Club
putting
and
it in the
Sands.
room contains it as far as like for noise complaints go.
For reference, I don't know if you guys have mentioned, this was at the Beach Club.
Yeah, this was a beach
For
club.
people who don't know about the party.
And they were right in front of the concession stand. So right in front of the concession window, that's where they set up. And Manny got them this rug so that it looked legit, like a stage,
That's
kind of
funny.
like a...
Yeah, they were out
little thing.
facing out. So you have that whole pavilion area, plaza area, and then the raised plaza where the tables are, so people could be sitting up there. The dance area right in front, and then the whole inside where there were a dozen tables of 10 seats each, where people could sit comfortably and eat and be with their families.
Sometimes when the band's inside, everybody goes outside to smoke a cigarette and kind of leaves the band. So I think putting it outside is awesome.
Well,
the
also
next
'cause
job.
it's deafening. I wasn't at this particular party, but whenever
Yeah.
they put the band in there, it's like it's deafening and the acoustics suck.
Yeah, you don't want them
So
inside.
it's just like kind of it's too much.
So is this a new era of concerts at the Beach Club?
As long as it doesn't rain, I think you're good.
Yeah,
Right.
That's the only gamble there, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how easy the electrical hookup was.
Well, that was so
another
we get there the
concern.
next day. So then Mike said that day that we went and did the walkthrough, Mike said, I don't care where you put the band, do whatever you want. And we said, all right. So we went the next day and we spoke with Big John. Big John was there. And we said, yeah, John, we're going to set the band up outside. He's like, no, you can't set up outside. I said, well, Mike said it was okay. He's like, really? I'm going to call him. So he called Mike and he got Mike on the phone. And then I spoke with Mike, and Mike and I kind of remembered it a little differently, our conversation. But in the end, he asked to speak to John. And John said, trust me, Mike, I'll take care of this. We can run the power they ran it from the front over the roof
okay.
down
So it
to
took
where
some
the bathrooms
doing.
are.
Right,
So it
okay.
took some doing. Big John was so helpful.
Yeah. They have
And-
these extension cords.
you guys
there
dropped
that are
some
like
cheddar on
thousands
them
of-
after that.
Like 1,000 feet.
What, they can't run an extension cord from the inside of the food thing?
No, because you don't want one going across the crowd.
It's
and
got to go
everything.
across
No,
the
no, I'm
crowd.
saying inside
From the concession.
No.
from the concession.
No, no.
You
It's all
crack that
locked
thing
up.
up. You crack that thing open, and run it
Yeah.
out.
That's locked up. That's like that's the restaurant guy's deal.
Yeah, that was off limits. That was made clear right from the beginning. In fact,
Gotcha.
we didn't even ask that.
Girls' bathroom.
But it all
women's
worked out.
They were
John
running to the
busted
bathroom.
out an extension cord that was super long. It
Well,
went,
anyway,
like,
tell
all
us
the
more
way
about the
around
party.
And
Yeah,
then
right. Enough
and-
about extension
Let's get more into
cords.
this.
The food was great. The bar went strong. And we had to go make a beer run and wine run.
Was the food enough?
Yeah, there was enough food.
The rum ran out pretty quick.
Yeah, the rum
Yeah,
ran out.
I was in line
when it ran out.
with Laura because I wasn't gonna get one, and it ran out like one person before us.
Oh,
We're
no.
like,
That's the worst.
yeah.
We have a listener who's texting me right now asking us to Periscope the show, which that'd be cool if we,
Who has
we
it?
can
You
do
do?
that.
Griff?
Austin's our Periscope guy.
I have
so-
it.
Do you have it?
Yeah. I gotta
Alright,
look.
so-
All right, we'll work on that.
Someone's listening.
So the coolest thing that happened, well, not the coolest, but one of the coolest things back to the show, so there's these guys at the party, and they told me that they had heard about the party because of the radio, and they live in No Name Harbor on boats, and they heard it on the radio, and I forget their names. Sorry, guys, if you're listening.
They're listening.
They said that it's their favorite radio station. They got out of their boats, walked all the way down to Alexa's to buy tickets, and they came to the party, had a great time, came to the after party. They drove me to the after party,
That
too.
is so cool.
And then I took them home after the after party.
Nice.
Yeah, and we drove all the way to Cape Florida, to the entrance there, Cape Florida. And the guy's like, no, take us all the way to the boat. How am I going to get in there?
So what you're saying is advertising on radio is a good investment.
Oh, exactly.
Hey, we have a caller here. Hang on a second.
Oh.
Hey, Lenny, how you doing? You're on the air.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. Where are you calling from?
North Carolina.
What's going on up there? You get us up there, man. You guys must have upped the ampage here.
No, I want you guys to get your show on Periscope so you can watch it for now. I wish we were on Periscope so I could see you guys.
Okay, I think we're doing it. I think Bobby's working on getting us on Periscope. So can you put that link up, or how's it work, Bobby?
I have no idea. I've never done.
How's it work, Lenny? Does he put a link
No,
on?
he puts it, and she can find us on the map.
You go on Periscope and then you start following people, like keep the same people, and then anytime your show comes on, it'll give me an alert, and I'll turn it up. And I'm here with my cousin Jackie and Frankie from California. They can watch you in California. Frankie, Jackie from Palm Beach. And it's really cool. Check it out.
I think that's a great idea, Lenny. In fact, we're firing it up right now. So I'll shoot you a text once we get it going.
Yeah, look on the map. It should be popping up.
Look on the map. You know where to look. You know where we are, right?
Yeah, I know exactly where you are.
All right. Good. Don't tell anybody. All right. See ya.
I won't.
Thanks,
All
Lenny.
right. Nice talking to you guys.
Bye now.
So these
Bye,
guys,
Lenny.
Bye. So these guys, they showed up to the party and had a great time, and only heard about it from the radio. They said it was awesome.
Where were they from?
New Jersey and some other places.
One guy was from the Netherlands or something.
No, Czech
Holland.
Republic.
Czech Republic, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
like, take me all the way inside. I go, I don't know how am I going to get in there. He goes, I know the code for the gate there at the lighthouse at the Cape Florida.
Oh, no.
And I said, dude, get out here. I'm not going in there and getting stuck. I turned around at the towers.
That's funny.
That's good news, though.
I
Yeah.
like that too, man. I was
Somebody's
happy to
listening.
hear that. That someone's listening. And someone that we don't know. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the.
Do you know how they found out about it? Just scanning through the
Yeah,
the
I
dial?
imagine it was just
Cool.
scanning.
Very cool.
Wow. That's,
So if they're
that's amazing.
listening, give us a call, 305-361-8557. Tell us how the night ended up for you.
After the fourth party ended at midnight, like beach club parties do, Allison Tom McCormick, who Allison was very helpful in getting the band, making the band available for us. They hosted a party at their house, and the rumor was going around, 245 Glenridge, and people had the wrong addresses, and just finally
It was awesome.
Yeah,
It was a great party.
it was about 70 people showed up in their backyard. They had beer and just a really good vibe.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did people go on time? I'm the only one, by the way, who didn't go to this party.
The band did also. The band actually went
But
to the after party.
Did everybody show up at 7 or 8 or whatever time it was supposed to be?
Yeah, it's
Or
like-
did people get there at like 10? Like in
No,
in
it was
Tuesday
like
fashion?
between 7:30 and 9.
It filled up?
basically. Yeah, it filled up. And then
Sounds
after
like a
that,
success.
Yeah, it was
I'm
a
happy
big
for you guys.
success.
That's
It was
awesome.
great. And then another thing from the radio, although it's not somebody we don't know, it was Mackie, who told me that he loves going to the Corner and he thinks it's the best bar. And he must have heard it on the radio because I've never talked to him about the Corner. So
That's
that's
awesome.
another little radio
I've never seen him
tidbit.
there.
Me either, but he must be going some days. I don't know.
Must be going on the
Good
days
enough.
that we're not there.
Let's not question it too much.
So overall, Rafa, let's get some numbers. I mean, how many tickets sold? Did you guys break even? How
We
did it
made
shake
a
out?
little bit of money. If it wasn't when I first did the count and I didn't factor in like the physical ticket sales and I didn't factor in the credit card sales at the door, we actually lost money. But it seems that if we factor those things in, maybe we made like $2,000 if we're lucky.
And how many people would you say were there? 400?
I wanted to say 500, but it wasn't because we still had wristbands left at the end, and there was 500 of those. So I don't know, maybe like 400, 450.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I didn't
congrats.
promote
That's
it with
amazing.
our friends enough, I feel, because our generation was underrepresented, I think, compared to last year.
Yeah, speaking of multi-generation, it was, and with the music, the band did a really nice job, I think, of playing songs from all decades. You know, they played swinging, twist, and, you know, twist, get your twist on, to the Grateful Dead, to Madonna, to Prince. There was they did a Purple Rain cover that was awesome. So overall, great job, Rafa.
Yeah,
committee.
good times.
Yeah.
You guys do anything else this weekend?
I went to the Macon party. Macon party on Sunday. It was lovely. They actually they talked the band into coming back to that. So Josh Panda played at the Macon event. It was a beautiful afternoon at the Lynx. That's a great venue. 6 to 8, twilight time, families, kids running around on the lawn, good food. They gave away 20 scholarships.
Amazing.
20 scholarships.
20 scholarships.
Yeah, 20 scholarships.
For what? Tell us.
For academic scholarships for students that are going to, I think it's either higher ed or even high school.
Yeah.
I think it's like, you get like a $2,000 or $2,500 grant, something like that. In Eileen McConn's memory, it was a beautiful event. So thank you, Joan and Jamie and Melissa, for putting that together.
Going back to the band, where does Josh Panda usually play?
Vermont.
Oh, because I was going to say I want to see them now. You guys love them so much. Damn.
Yeah, they were really good. They were like a really good band.
So they are down here playing a few shows, and they're going back to Vermont.
They were here for a wedding, and they managed to get us to book them, and then they got them
Awesome.
booked at the
Very
Macon
cool.
thing. And
So it was a coincidence, basically.
yeah,
That's awesome.
that it all worked out. So next year, I don't know what we're gonna do because we gotta
Right.
find
Fly them
a band of equal caliber, or else it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think Rafa made an announcement like that at one point in the evening. He said, I don't know what we're going to do next year.
Yeah, and they said they'd come down, so we'll see. Maybe they
Were you
will.
the MC of the party?
Kind of.
Yeah! I missed it. Damn. That's awesome.
So that was fun.
And then on Sunday, I had the KRUST Ultimate Summer Tournament,
What?
which we failed to talk about last weekend, but I wasn't here for it. My team won, which was nice.
What's the name of the team?
The Miami Tropics defeated Make KB Great Again. And who else played? I don't even know right now. But the last regular
It's delayed when you.
the last regular season games are this Sunday at 6:15 and 8 o'clock. So make it out to Mass Field and be out there. After that, it's going to be a break until the postseason.
Nice.
Cool.
It's your Frisbee recap. How was your weekend out of town?
I mean, nothing really special to speak of, but I had a good time seeing the family, and St. Michael's is pretty nice.
Oh, okay, that's where you were.
Yeah, I was on
Nice.
the boat.
Cool.
The tug is up there.
Ooh, how's that doing?
Went out in the tug. It looks great. But,
Yeah?
I mean, it's cruising around the muddy waters of the Chesapeake these days. Still cool.
That's awesome.
Let me know when you want to bring it down here.
Yeah, for real. I mean,
I'll do
I
that
don't
with
think it's
you.
going to happen, but I wish it would.
I'll do that with you.
Talk about a radio station and that thing. Be grilling up eggs while we're talking about the dog park.
All right, well, that's your weekend talk.
I did not give you my weekend yet.
Oh, sorry.
Anna, welcome back, Anna, by the way. She's been
Thanks,
gone for
guys.
3 weeks, clearly.
Thanks,
She's been
guys.
missed.
I missed the party because I was still busy. Not busy. Well, I guess busy is a fine word. With the Cubans that I told you guys about 3 weeks ago for those faithful listeners that listen every week.
In Miami?
In Miami.
Cubans in Miami?
I was part of, I know, right? I was part of this cultural exchange program that brought over 10 established artists from Cuba and 4 curators from the highest institutions in Havana. And we spent 10 days with them going to artist studio visits and museum visits, collectors' houses for dinners, all that good stuff. And it ended with a 2-day symposium at PAM. But it was so amazing. I don't even know how to say it. I can't even talk about it. I'll talk about it for the full hour. I know you guys don't want that. But on the weekend, I'll give you some like weekend-ish stuff because it's funny. I took 2 of them along with Ruben Miares from Chicken Liquor. We went to Barracuda on Thursday night.
It's a great place.
And yeah, we were like, this is a Miami experience. I hadn't been to Barracuda since 2005, and I remember the year because it was the year that Katrina hit. And it was like 2 days post Katrina. But it was 2005. And so in the beginning, it was kind of empty, and we did some karaoke, but later it got filled with this blonde students.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think that happened anymore.
Man, it was all 18 to 22-year-olds, and we were drinking pitchers of Bass. I don't even know what that is. It's a beer. And we did karaoke, and it was so good.
Oh, wow. Good.
I think we should all go out there one night. It was actually really fun.
Did you sing?
I did sing. It was awesome.
What did you sing?
I sang Hole. That's my go-to. I have a Courtney Love obsession when it comes to karaoke. It was awesome. I don't know. We did a lot of stuff. If anybody's interested, you can call me. Let's go out to coffee or a drink, and I'll tell you all about what I learned, because it was a lot. And it was really interesting. This is the most interesting part, and I'll say it now and then I'll stop. But a lot of artists that left Cuba in the late 80s and early 90s, a lot of them hadn't seen the artists that stayed in Cuba till this encounter, this cultural exchange. So I witnessed artists that were friends years ago see each other for the first time in 20, 25 years. And that was fantastic. And it was so amazing. Whatever. It was an amazing platform for all this to happen.
Was there a big clash of ideas between the artists who are Cuban American, who left a long time ago, the ones who left recently from Cuba, about how Cuba is or how they talk about Cuba?
The first stage of the project was that the 7 Cuban American artists that were actually either born here or have been here since they were kids went back to Cuba last year. And so that's who the dialogue was with. It wasn't necessarily the artists that were not part of the program, but whatever. We had all these conversations. And no, I feel like they were so ready for reconciliation that, it was more about the ability to come together in Miami now and not focusing on different political views, because they didn't have conflict. Maybe the artists had conflicts with the government, but between them didn't have that much of a conflict. Everybody left for different reasons, different personal reasons. So, and I don't think they wanted to focus on that, to be honest. Their work reflects different things, sure, but there was no conflict.
Oh,
really.
Okay. I don't know.
A guy that I got hired with, or not that I got hired with, he's got hired a few months ago. He came from Cuba, maybe 7-8 years ago. And he thinks that all the Cubans that live here, their views of Cuba are completely
distorted or
out of whack,
Well, absolutely, because they left and it was a different culture.
Yeah.
And it's changed.
Well, saying that they're all, so put down and all that, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah.
But he's like, the money there will help a lot. Yeah, it'll help the government, but it helps.
There was one artist in particular. She left Cuba at 3 months old, I think in the 1950s or early 60s. Pre-revolution. So she's never went through all of that. But she hasn't gone back because of family, pride, basically. There's no other way to put it. But I thought that they would have conflict with the artists that lived there, that she would have a conflict with the artists that lived there. But they were just so impressed that she was able to maintain her Cubanness, despite having left at 3 months old, that they respected her for it instead of and also knowing that her parents are the ones that chose to come before during the revolution, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, this could be a whole show. I'll stop. That was my weekend. That was my past 2 weekends. That was my past 2 shows. That's where I've been. But yeah, definitely beautiful, beautiful experience.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next segment. It's called "What Are You Listening To?"
Yeah.
I'll go first. I really haven't been listening to much, but then I had to pick a song for this. And so a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I suggested a song called...
Prince?
Nope. It was called Albatross by Fleetwood Mac. This is Fleetwood Mac pre Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, Albatross. With this guitarist that I forget his name. Somebody I think his name's Green, last name Green. And don't hold it vertically, hold it horizontally.
It might be better over there in the corner.
You get a better shot.
Let's talk about the Periscope, guys.
Anyway, so the song was called Albatross, and it's this instrumental song that I was talking about. And so then I found out that the Beatles actually kind of ripped it off and made another song. It's called Sun King. I think it was on Abbey Road. And so listen to that one, because you listen to one and then the other, and you're like, Oh, that's where they got that. So Sun King by the Beatles is my pick.
All right.
Nice.
Griff?
Funny enough, this week, actually, I've been hearing a lot of Psychic Mirrors.
Hey.
You know, they had just come out with a new album, a new LP called Nature of Evil, and their cover art on the album is actually great. And I've been listening to the whole album, and my song of the week is Head of Class, and that's the song for the week.
Griff, I picked that song when the album came out.
Well, I'll pick it again. I can pick it again.
Jonathan, you can pick whatever you
fine.
want.
Exactly.
I love that song.
I got you.
I just want people to understand that Psychic Mirrors is really good.
Did you guys? I wasn't here last week, and I only listened to part of the show. Did you guys tell them that
We went to the concert, yeah.
and took some of the Cubans? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Gramps. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
This has only. I mean, I've only been listening to this for the past 2 days because it only got released yesterday, and I was not going to pick it because it got released yesterday. But I listened to it like 30 times in a row today, maybe 20. It's Radiohead's new single, "Burn the Witch," and they haven't released anything else except this single. And they released a video, which whatever. I'm pissed. I saw the video, but they haven't released any new music in 5 years. So this is, we've been waiting for it. I love Radiohead.
Do we have any Radiohead on the radio?
We do, and they're all like my requests. Yes, and the song I wouldn't request it if I didn't love it. It's really pretty amazing. There's a lot of string plucking.
Yeah, there's a lot of strings.
A lot of strings, a lot of violin, a lot of string plucking. I forget what it's called.
Good clean sound for the radio.
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I'm happy.
All right.
Let's wait for the album.
This week I'm going to do Kenny Rogers and the first edition from 1967. Just dropped in.
That's not on the radio. Oh, it was on the radio, and then I took it off.
He took it
and
off.
Come
And I
back.
gotta put it back. Yeah.
Bring it back, please.
Okay. Bobby, you go because he has something to say after.
All right. Not a song in general, but I've been listening to Taj Mahal. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Yeah,
No
sure.
idea.
No?
Oh, man, of course.
It's kind of like a black country reggae artist type of guy. It's pretty good.
You guys haven't heard of Taj Mahal?
No.
Maybe I
No,
have.
it's good,
I have
it's good.
Not on a first name basis.
Definitely deserves some radio play. A little bit, a few songs here and there. A little fishing song. There's another one that's kind of like more of a reggae song. Yeah, they're
Cool.
good. I don't remember the names offhand, so
I'll put
Well,
it
mine is mine's actually a Beatles song also, Rafa.
on. Oh, all right.
Yeah, and off of Abbey Road. Actually, it's the second most covered Beatles song, and it's one of my favorite ones. Something, George Harrison, Something.
Oh, of course.
Is that on the radio already?
No.
And that should be on the radio for sure.
Okay.
There's a lot of great covers of it, actually. Although the George Harrison, I'm going to send you a George Harrison, Eric Clapton duet. This song's been covered by Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra called it the most beautiful love song ever. Ike and Tina Turner, Fish covers it. I don't know who else, man. Just an incredible. Julio Iglesias, Joe Cocker, Isaac Hayes. So an amazing, beautiful love song, Something, written by George Harrison on the Beatles' Abbey Road album, 1969. And tonight's trivia question is actually, do you know what the first most covered Beatles song is?
Ooh.
First most covered Beatles song. Call in.
305-361-8557.
If you know the answer to that, you actually win a
ticket to the barbecue.
ticket to the barbecue and a ticket to the Beatles' next concert tour. So actually a full
what about
tour
a
ride on the bus.
free 4th of July shirt
Wait,
I don't have any yet, so
when they come?
I'm not promising those things yet.
since we're on the music, I didn't mention this to you earlier. Sorry, I'm gonna throw it in there. I saw this thing. I hadn't heard about it before. I just want to see what you guys thought about it. It's kind of like Coachella, but like older generation.
I saw
But
that.
it's like in the desert, like Coachella. It has Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, Neil Young, Roger Waters, The Who. October 7th, 8th, and 9th. What do you guys think about that? Putting like all the... Because I'm looking at Rafa because he always says, oh, I don't know if I would see these bands that are not in their time anymore. These are big names, you know? What do you think? putting them all together for a festival.
I think it's great.
I think it's cool. It depends on the act, really, because I know Paul McCartney still kills it. I
Yeah.
know Elton John still kills it.
Yeah, Elton John. Elton John's not on the list, guys. But, whatever.
But I don't know. Like, I think it's probably going to be a good show.
It's 3 nights. No, it's 3 nights.
Yeah.
With all
I'll
those
probably
people.
I don't know. Like, I would love to go and be front seat, but I'm never going to be the guy who buys the tickets or anything
And
like
goes
that.
all the way to California to go listen to
Yeah,
this.
where are they playing?
It's where they play Coachella, I feel like. I don't know.
Oh.
I got the message and I was wowed. I was like, oh man, all these guys are coming together. I wish Paul McCartney was still playing with the Wings. But yeah, actually I got it this week and I thought about why not go, in October.
October.
Sounds like fun and it could be one of these epic concerts that we will probably not see again.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've never seen a festival like
all
this
of them
that puts
together?
these people together.
Can you tell us the names again?
Yes, the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, Neil Young, Roger Waters, The Who.
Yeah,
Those are
it's
the
Friday,
headliners.
Saturday,
Those
Sunday.
are the headliners. I
Sounds
don't
great.
know who else. That's all I have because I have a little flyer.
Wow.
That's pretty
It's
big.
pretty legit.
So $500 a ticket.
You should come play on the radio. That would be. That would really.
Hey
be
guys, you're
something.
invited.
My dream is to see some big name like that in a bar. You know what I mean? Like in some kind of secret show. That would be just for me the best
That's
thing
the
that
best.
could ever happen.
What's the biggest name you've seen in a bar?
The biggest name I've seen in a bar?
I have a good one. I'll wait for your answer.
Super califragilistic.
I don't have. No, I don't have anything like that. None of the bands I've ever watched have gone on to make it big.
I saw Ziggy Marley once at Woody's. Woody's was one of the first rock and roll clubs in South Beach, and it was owned by. Who do you think it was owned by? Woody's.
Woody Harrelson?
Ron Wood, Rolling Stones.
Ah.
And
I was
so,
with Jonathan's answer.
yeah, you guys. Yeah,
Pretty close.
that was a
I
good
was thinking
answer.
about the bar in the Keys called Woody's.
Yeah, that's a different one. That's Big Dick and the Extenders.
A
So.
different ball of wax down there.
Yeah. How about you, Anna? Who'd you see?
This is a bar, but it's also a music venue, so I guess whatever. But it's for a music venue, it's small. At the House of Blues in New Orleans, I saw Foo Fighters. And that was like one of the best nights of my life.
Oh, I saw Smashing Pumpkins one time in Harvard Square at a little bar
Really?
That's
yeah.
nice.
in 19.
Was it the original band still? Oh, 80? Yeah, okay, wait, I didn't hear the 80 part. Yeah.
88 maybe.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Billy Corgan still had hair.
Yeah, except it was so hot that they had to stop playing after only 3 songs.
What?
It was a summer day in Harvard Square, Cambridge. Yeah.
What, it hit 72? Whoa.
I saw this band called Galactic, super jam band, whatever. Saw them at this little bar in New Orleans, and then what's his name, Paul Schaefer, came in on stage and started playing, and that was
No
pretty
way.
cool.
That's
That was cool. In a tiny bar, like a tiny bar.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen any bands like that. Like, I gotta go to more bands, I guess. You guys?
Never seen a big act in a small bar.
All right, well, that's what you're listening to. It is 7 o'clock p.m. on this Wednesday, May 4th, 2016. It's the No One's Listening Key Biscayne show. 305-361-8557 if you know the answer to this trivia question.
What is the most covered Beatles song in history?
Call us up, 361-8557 if you know the answer. Okay, let's talk of the town. Bloop. Remember, guys, that croc that ate the dog at the golf course?
Yes, yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
remember that story?
Of course. It's traumatizing to my dog.
Okay, so there was an article in the New Times that had nothing to do with it that I started reading. It was about a pet detective in Miami. There's an actual pet detective, okay, just like Ace Ventura.
Which was also set in Miami, I think.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this pet detective was hired by this guy to find her dog to find his dog because his wife was out walking him and she turned around and the dog was snatched, right? And this happened on Crandon Beach. And so the pet detective goes out, she starts looking, she starts doing her thing, she starts investigating everything she can. And it turns out that the woman whose dog was eaten by the croc, she had told her husband that What are you guys doing? You guys are distracting me.
No, we're doing the Periscope. Go
Okay,
ahead.
we got it. We're Periscope.
It's me and Gannon.
live in the moment. Stop watching your damn Periscopes.
We're trying
We're
to set it
watching
up for
ourselves.
Dude, we have 4 people listening. 4 people listening. Rafa, it's a record.
And if you don't talk, they're not listening to anything. Anyway.
Sorry, man.
So anyway, this woman who had her dog eaten at the golf course apparently told her husband that it got snatched because she was so scared to tell him what really happened because she felt it was her fault that the dog got eaten.
What happened?
And she told her husband that she turned around, like went into the water at the Crandon Park, like she was on the ocean side, went into the water, and when she came out, like the dog was gone and someone took it or something.
Wait, so the alligator
So that-
didn't eat it? There was no alligator?
No, the alligator did eat it. The husband calls this pet detective to find the dog. And the pet detective found out that it was actually the woman was there while the dog got eaten by the croc.
Wait,
So
so
that
the
is-
husband I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. The husband doubted the wife.
No, the wife lied to the husband.
Ooh.
Got to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
And the pet detective found this out.
And
Yeah.
the pet detective also found out she was having an affair
With an American crocodile.
with a saltwater croc.
Oh my god. So
No, but
wait,
it did say that the relationship is not strained.
that's what they said. Okay. Well, number one, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that pet detective was a real job. I thought it was just a movie. But I can't believe this.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
Wow.
That's like the backstory to that story.
Yeah, that's a hell of a
Wow,
scoop
good
there.
lord. I saw somebody put a picture of a crocodile in Pines Canal recently.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you, right? Yeah, so I thought it was you.
Why was this?
There was
around.
a crocodile resting on somebody's boat lift.
Yeah, that's
And
where
it
I've
was,
seen them.
It was a legitimate croc. It was like it's like a 7-footer.
I used to see them there a lot, like 10 years ago, but I hadn't seen them in a long time until somebody saw one over here at the ski hole, a Mark Freed, and I think Gman used to see him over at his grandma's.
Yeah, they'd be swimming by. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Just very elusive.
There was also a video
carry
recently
your
of
dog, I
someone
guess.
catching one off the beach. Not here at Key Biscayne, up here
Oh, I
in
saw
Florida.
that. Fort Pierce.
You saw it? Yeah. He was like beach fishing, and all of a sudden they're bringing it in, and huge croc comes into the waves onto the shore,
Nice.
hopped on it, and
Yeah,
Took
there's
care
a
of
lot
that.
of crocodiles in South America.
What?
Is that a joke?
Random crocodile facts.
All right. Chief Press moved to the Key.
Oh, yeah?
where was he
Chief of
living?
Police has moved to the Towers. This is something I always thought was a good thing for the chiefs and other staff to do, is to live on the Key in the communities they work in. And it turns out that the chief decided to move here. So
Do they still give the chief like a?
no, there's no stipend. Or
they used to do
anything.
that the first one, right? Remember he had a
Yeah,
house on the
they
key.
did.
So,
And
Flaherty.
yeah.
Makes sense, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, we just had one of our viewers. Sorry, man.
Can you just put that thing down, man?
Somebody just commented that they ran into a crocodile at Calusa walking their dog. They just commented on that on Periscope. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just put it down somewhere where
I know,
they
I
can
know, I gotta
film
put it
and you don't have to walk around.
Make
like
sure it's vertical, though.
You know what's bad about Periscope is you can't save the video later.
It does save it.
For like
does?
24
Yeah, right now I
hours?
was deleting them because I kept stopping it, replaying stuff, and I had to like delete the old ones. I don't
me
want
try
to.
to find a
you
place
can't-
to put
you
it
can't
down.
like dump them out of the app. Like you can't keep
Oh,
them.
gotcha.
I guess that's what makes it special.
Yeah, we're recording this on Periscope. If you want to download it, you can watch us.
It's not the first time we've done this.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
not
why
the
we're having
first.
so many issues.
Second time.
It's the second time.
We're on the internet now.
Rafa's hating it.
I'm just saying the distraction.
What
It's
about
like-
the manatees? I heard they're going to be taking those off the endangered.
I thought they already. Oh no,
they're
like
going to, or they did. I don't know. I saw something on the
Yeah,
news the other day
they
about
moved
it.
from endangered to threatened.
Yeah,
so.
I don't like that thing pointing at me.
Don't look at me.
This is Talk of the Town.
Is there any other rumors going on?
Next, what's
Rumor
next?
has it.
Next, okay. So Chief moved to the Key. Nobody cares.
We care. Welcome. We care.
But your idea of having the other cops, it's hard to get everyone to move out here because it's
Yeah.
expensive as hell to live out here,
It would be nice if they encouraged it somehow, but they don't.
Definitely the chief of anything out here should be living in the community.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That they're
Yeah.
policing or whatever.
They definitely do make enough. It would still be like a thing where you got to,
That's your,
Yeah, but everybody's-
that's your life choice.
Everybody's financial,
yeah.
thing's different. So
It's
Yeah,
your
I mean,
choice how to spend it.
You can get a bigger place somewhere else, but
sometimes if you're a chief of police, like in Florida City or something, you want to really live out there or something like that. When you're making that much money, you can live in a better area, with better schools,
Yeah.
things like
Well,
that.
our fire chief lives here.
Yeah.
Our principals live here, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, did our former fire chief or our current village manager live on the key?
I don't think he does.
No, right? Yeah.
I don't think John Gilbert lives.
Hey,
on
you
the
set
Cape.
your roots down, you get a job somewhere you go.
A lot of those people you mentioned lived on the key before they took those titles.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's kind of hard on any policeman's salary, even the chief, to have a legitimate place out here, depending on have kids or what. I mean, of course you can live on the key. You're just a single guy like me and pay nothing in rent, but I mean,
It's a bachelor.
You want a house and not an apartment is what happens.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I guess it's not really big news, but the news that happened between last week and this week is that the owner of the entrance block, Eric Sulavi, he heard us talking on the show, speculating about what might happen in the entrance block. Or he heard us, or someone heard us and told him that we were talking about like Harbor Plaza becoming part of the entrance block, getting torn down, Donut Gallery going away, 7-Eleven. We were just kind of randomly talking. We weren't, just shooting the ish, and so he gets word of it, and then he contacts some people. More than one person was contacted to say like, hey, I want to get out there and correct the record. And some other people want to correct the record. They seem very keen on coming onto this humble little show and saying something, right?
Yeah.
And so it made me start thinking about, like what is the deal with their situation where they're, I started thinking about his situation. So I'm like, okay, you buy like a $25 million property or whatever it might have cost. And it was a property that just got blackballed by the previous councils that you couldn't build a Walgreens. And so obviously you need everybody to think of whatever you're going to do has to be like, they have to like it. The town has to like it, because if not, like, that's going to be a huge headache for you, right?
Well, no, the town cares about what's going to happen there. And you're going in knowing already that the town really cares about it.
Yeah. So you have to manage this situation if you're the owner. I mean,
Of course.
or at least he seems to have decided that. I don't know. So we thought we might get him on the show or something like that, but not this week, and probably not next week or the next, because I won't be here.
That's if he comes. That's if he comes.
Yeah, that's if he comes.
If he takes our invite.
I'm sure he would come, because I think that he cares about what people think, and he also cares, I think, about what his legacy is going to be in this community. I mean, he's going to have a big legacy in this community. So, I'm from the school of the benefit of the doubt. I mean, let's give him a chance. Let's not forget about rumors and this person said this person and this person, is going to.
I would definitely say, like, the mistake we've made in the past when we've had guests is not really having any ammo to counter whatever they say on the show. And then we learn later certain things about guests.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's on all of us, like, we miss some golden opportunities to ask real questions of people, because if you just bring somebody on like that, he's much more well versed than we are on it.
Of course,
and he's going to say anything, and if we don't have anything to,
Yeah, you
Come
I
got
was going to ask you guys if any of us have done any research on him, what we know about him.
I
his
did.
background. You
I've
did?
looked at, yeah.
Tell us a little bit.
I've met him. I went on a paddle with him one time.
What do you guys know about him?
I mean, he seemed very cool on the paddle.
But his background.
I could be wrong, but he owns, I think, a BMW dealership in Argentina, and a few other things. He did invest a lot heavily on Key Biscayne.
How long has he been here?
I'm not sure, but I know he spent more than $10 million. So, I mean, he's definitely...
He's got the entrance block. He's got the old medical center. He's got the 202 Sunrise.
to put it over 35.
101.
And he's definitely dedicated himself to doing this. It's just that we're all curious of how is it going to develop. We've talked about it before regarding the density and what is this village really looking into. I mean, the other day I was driving around with Rafa, I think it was, or with Bob, and we're looking at the houses, and the houses are just crazy. So in the sense of like they're all very modern, very boxy. So I guess all of our concern is change. Change is happening again, and we're just concerned. We just want the best for the community.
And Manny, I agree with giving someone the benefit of the doubt, but if it comes down to business and business is business, is someone going to do what's best, what's in our interest? As community people, like they're going to do whatever is best for their business.
I think he should just do nothing like the previous owner and sell it for twice as much. I got no plans. I'm just going to hold on to it and let you guys think for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's up for $40 million.
Yeah, I think
you got to spend $1.
One thing I want to ask about is, I mean, one of the big questions is going to be, okay, we're going to have to change zoning laws, zoning rules, and zoning codes. And is that necessarily a bad thing? Because if you look at the malls across Key Biscayne, they're a disaster. I mean, there's not really a good flow-through mall that fits what it should be on the Key. Something that should be pedestrian-friendly, something that should be easily accessible. When you look at some of the, the one we've talked about, the one in Ocean Reef, that one's really nice. And even Lincoln Road, where it's open and people are walking, they can see from one store to the other. Maybe some of those changes have to come. And what would they be? And what is his vision for his property, which is a private property? He's going to be able to do what he wants to do there. Mm-hmm. But
within the zoning limits.
Within the zoning limits. Yeah. And what are the zoning limits and what should they be? Maybe the zoning limits, when were they made? Were they made, 20 years ago when we incorporated, or 25 or whatever it was? Were they made 40 years ago? Are they the right ones for the future?
Yeah, in the end, the village can decide. You got to submit your plan for approval. They can decide whether they want it or not within their limits. But you know what fit there great?
What?
Little bowling alley with a bar going. I don't know. Throw an idea out there.
I remember when we spoke about the boutique hotel and having a restaurant and a bar.
Yeah,
that was decent.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea for it.
Not even decent, good.
So, I'm more interested. I was in like the aspect of him like having to manage his image, and maybe I'm going out on a limb here that's what he's doing, but. Like, it seems to me that he is doing that.
Wasn't there a PR person involved in all this?
Well, that's what we understood.
Like, trying to put our finger on it.
People have told me that this woman, Alexandra, is kind of like his PR person or something like that. So it's just...
I'm not sure what her role is.
But it also makes sense,
When you have that much at stake, you all obviously have a concern for your image. This is not new. It's like natural that,
he
doesn't want everyone to fight him on whatever he puts there, so he's got to put a good image out there. He's looking out for.
Plus, maybe he wants to get a beat on the pulse of the community. Maybe he wants to someone out there that can be out there speaking with people and find out what's of interest and what's not. And I don't really know if Alexander's a PR person or not. I mean, that's something that has been speculated, maybe. But I think we should definitely have him on the show, and I think it would be good for Key Biscayne and for him and for us and for everybody to really get a better understanding. Even though no one's listening, I mean.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I just think, honestly, no. I think this is. I'm impressed, and I feel good that this is a platform to have a discussion like this. That he's even questioning something.
I think it's funny that they would even have an opinion on what we said, because it's like, nobody's listening.
Do you know what route the information made its way back? I mean, did he actually hear it on the show?
Through two people. Manny got the word, and I got the word through somebody else, too. So,
hey guys, the show plays twice a day, every day. Okay. Oh, yeah. What time does it play again?
At 8 a.m. and at 6 p.m.
So someone's going to hear it at some point.
Yeah.
Hey.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
I listen to the show 5 times on repeat. I have to say, when I tune in, it's on. I'm like, damn it.
Well, the funny part is,
back on.
I always hear the same 10 minutes or 15 minutes when I'm on this drive at whatever time in the morning or in the afternoon. It's funny.
Yeah. It can be. I mean, sometimes I'll listen to the show twice all the way through.
So yeah,
We're drilling it into the masses out there. People are listening.
Speaking of talk of the town, also I was at the Macon pasta dinner on Sunday night, and I was bellied up on the bar there with one of our council members, chatting, and he told me that he heard, and I know, Gman, you hate talking about the dog park, but the latest thing was, and we're not going to really talk about it, but apparently Susan Jock, who had started the petition against the dog park, has decided to have a petition signing party.
Free pizza? Because I'm in. I'm joking.
So that could be interesting to see who shows up, and maybe if you want to see who shows up, maybe you should just go out there and kind of walk around the neighborhood there and see who's.
When is this party?
We're going to try to find out. I believe I heard it was tomorrow, Thursday. I'm not sure what time. Maybe around 6:30 or something like that. But
you should go with pictures of Chico on a poster board.
Yeah, right. Should just show up with a box of milk bones, like we're ready to go.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the dog explosion on Key Biscayne is of epic proportions. It's equal to like the kid explosion of the 90s and 2000s. You know, I mean, everyone either has a dog, just got a dog, is getting a dog, or is getting one, and they don't.
Sending them off to the farm.
Upgrading a dog.
Upgrading.
Did you guys ever have a dog that got sent off to the farm?
No.
That's a real thing, man.
There's a
we have a friend that's had a couple dogs sent out to the farm.
Yeah.
One of our Periscope listeners suggests that we all show up at Susan Jogg's house with our dogs.
Actually, I have 2 dogs. That
If
would
there's
not be
free
good.
pizza, I'm down to go.
Right, I'm telling you, free pizza gets people going.
There you go. You might even sign the petition for that.
Yeah,
If they have beer,
I'm not even eligible to vote, so I'll sign it and be like, no
Sign
problem.
away.
Yeah.
Sign away.
Wait, what happens when you sign a petition?
Nothing.
Oh, you have to be a legitimate citizen for it to mean anything as far as meeting the
Yeah.
requirements.
And
of
how
the
do they
minimum.
check? They double check all the names?
When
They have
when
to
they
check.
submit it, they get verified.
Yeah,
Really?
They see Rafa Momenya on there, and
And
You
they're
know
like,
it's
the-
not
you're like, you only
valid.
got 499 now.
Yeah.
And it's over. So you should,
Rafa, if I find out you signed the
saboteur.
petition, we're going to have
What do you
problems.
mean? You could be like a saboteur.
But my name doesn't even count. If anything, it might
Yeah.
throw a wrench in the whole
Exactly.
operation. It might be good that I signed
Exactly.
it.
Actually, that happened where. Well, I'll mention that after off the air.
Somebody did that, and yeah, that's the thing. Well, if there's free pizza, I'm there, Susan. Get me the invite.
Just not Cazola's.
Oh, hang on a second. That's not fair. This Periscope viewer, that's not fair.
That's not
To
fair.
sign a petition to ban Susan Jock from the dog park. I don't think that's cool at all.
It's funny.
No, it's not. That's not funny. Neither fair nor funny.
That's what the
What's
person
that?
said.
At change.org?
That's in her. That's like her nature. So
Change that dog.
On a jog park.
That's what you
dog
guys should
park.
do. That would be funny. Like
do-
start petitions against her. Just share them on Facebook. It doesn't matter who signs them.
You know, we
Right.
The message is
the dog park has become the new booter with our
We should get-
freaking radio. It comes back, it creeps in.
They should actually put one of those doggy bag stands in her front yard, you know, so really get her going.
Oops.
All right.
Just spun this around.
And finally, did you guys know that there's another pita place on the Key?
You guys, wait, you guys, have you guys seen it?
Oh,
Rafa and I came across it randomly.
Where? Where is it?
At the Galleria.
Oh, no.
It's
Listen to
owned.
this, listen to this.
It's owned by the same guy as the Indian restaurant, Aisha.
It's called-
So it's a little more high end than the other pita place.
It's called Aisha.
Yeah, it's still called Aisha, and it's Aisha Lebanese, and they have
it's right next
shawarma,
door to-
pitas.
It's right next door to Aisha Indian.
No, it's where the next to the frozen yogurt. But yeah,
It's where
pretty much
Juice
you see
Zone
one
used
from
to
the
be.
other.
I was not impressed by Pita Pocket. I know people love it. And
Uh-oh.
maybe I just ordered the wrong thing, but
What'd you get?
I don't know. I was like, what do I get?
You get the colon cleanse?
No, I asked him. I said, what should I get? And he gave me what I guess was his signature dish, and I was not impressed. I've eaten at some great Middle Eastern places.
no, that's definitely not.
I mean,
that's a
whenever we
fast
talk
food
about
one.
food here, it's in the realm of Key Biscayne
Yeah.
food,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, you want to try to
And-
compare the Indian food at Aisha to somewhere that actually has like a large expat
But
Indian
it's good.
community.
Aisha is a good Indian food.
yeah, Aisha's pretty good. It's a
Yeah.
little pricey.
Yeah.
So the pita place, the Aisha pita place, is a little pricier than the. Pita
Where is it again,
Pocket.
Ruff? I'm sorry.
You get the same shawarma thing for $12, but it's about the same size. But the thing is, they don't have lamb. It's only chicken.
It's only chicken.
Which is bad.
Oh, so
but it tastes really good. But it's on a skewer. It's like chicken on a skewer, which makes no sense. Then
that's how the pita place is too. They cook it on the little.
Right, but that's like a traditional legit kebab spinner, though.
Yeah. So it's the chicken on that thing, and then
good lord,
it actually tasted pretty good. I'll tell you that.
Nice,
but I don't know. You guys should try it out. It's an alternative. to
Where is it again? I'm sorry.
It's right next to the frozen yogurt at the Galleria.
So it's right next to Aisha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's where Juice Zone used to be.
That's the new thing. The successful restaurants expand right in their space. Like Puntino.
Where Blimpie used to be. Exactly. Where Blimpie used to be.
Now you're speaking language.
I thought it was really expensive.
Yeah.
We went in the name of Rat Radio, by the way. We're trying this food and we're going to review it.
You did that?
Yeah.
We spent so much money, Rafa. We spent
$20 each.
We spent
when I
$20
did-
each,
that's
but all we got
ridiculous.
was falafel, a salad, and a wrap.
Did you review it or not?
$40.
I'm
The
sorry
review is now.
when chicken costs $1.99 a pound, and you're selling a little
Yeah, it should be lamb.
handful for $12. That's kind of
It should be
ridiculous.
lamb.
It was tasty. We can't
Yeah.
complain about that, but it was way too expensive.
Yeah,
That's
it was
ridiculous.
pricey.
Did you happen to swing by the New Stefano's Lounge while you were there?
Still
I peeked
papered
in.
up.
I peeked in. That the door was open. It is so not ready.
Still.
The floors are in, but there's nothing else. I guess the floor is what.
How many months has it been, by the way?
Sounds
since
like-
you started talking about it.
Sounds like Griff's renovation.
No, my renovation is actually done.
Oh, man.
It actually is done. But going back to this,
They said,
how many
when
months
I,
are
when I
Let's do it
interviewed,
right.
when I interviewed them, they told me end of March. We're now in May.
okay, not that bad. It's not that bad.
Gotta do it right.
It happens.
The floors were in. That's a good sign.
April 15th was the date I was told.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And those things always get delayed. It's Wednesday, May 4th, 2016. It's 7:23 p.m. on this rainy day in Key Biscayne.
May the 4th be with you.
We have anything on the calendar, Rafa?
Wait, before you say that.
Bazinga right there.
305-361-8557 is the number to call. 305-361.
Oh, wait a second. We may actually have a winner here. If this Periscope listener, I'm sure he can identify the number one covered Beatles song. The number one covered Beatles song. What is it? Call in. You will receive, a lifetime pass to all future Beatles tours. Backstage passes, and actually a spot right here on this couch. Right here, next to Bobby.
Is that split winner with Google?
For our next radio show. What do you say?
305-361-8557.
305-361-8557.
Okay, and then finally what I wanted to talk about is, we did this kind of last week, unofficially, but I'll do it now. It's, what do you order? And I'm going to ask, what do you order at Oasis? When you guys go to Oasis, what is your go-to thing when you pass by there?
I got that. I'll start with that.
Okay.
Usually Corona, first thing.
Cool.
Nice cold Corona, because their cooler there is so cold. And then it depends. If I'm in the morning, like I'm on my way for a paddle, I'll buy, they have a nice fresh fruit there, like a nice thing of papaya.
They do have good papaya there.
Yeah,
I
good
agree
papaya.
with you guys.
So I'll have that. The pastelitos are good. My son likes the pastelito de carne, pastelito de guayaba y queso. Those are staples. And Chico loves the croquetas. So I'll always get, a couple, 3 croquetas. So I'll make sure that I have one for him. And then the little plantain chips are really good too.
Nice. Anybody else?
The Oasis we're doing specifically?
Yeah.
Medianoche, some croquetas with a little lime squeeze on top of them, and the crackers if they hook you up with that. And definitely a corridito, and just drink like a gallon of water out of that jug.
After all that salt.
With all the paper cone cups.
Exactly.
How'd you get the steak sandwich, man? A little panko beef steak. Couple croquetas on the side. What else are you gonna do?
The milanesa sandwich is good there as well.
I was gonna say they smush beans in there. And you can ask for avocado.
beans,
That thing's a heart attack when you leave that
That
place.
thing's so good though.
Oh.
So I never knew they had the plantain chips and had them this week. Really good, but guess how much they cost? $3.20
Oh, that's it?
for a bag of plantain
One
chips.
time I got them, it was $5. I was like, whoa. Before the new place, I was like,
charged
wow.
me $3.20.
They're like, aquí viene el gringo.
I will say
They're
the
good,
one thing
though.
they don't have at the Oasis anymore that they used to have was the Super Burger and the Monster Burger.
Yeah, those were like $2 or
Yeah, I never
$2.50.
knew which one was the bigger one, but they were so greasy and disgusting and good.
I feel like everything's good. The fried rice there is good.
I don't know if you guys remember, and you guys can go find this show on the archives there on the Rat Radio, but when Carlos, the current owner of Oasis, bought the Oasis from...
He came on the show.
he came on the show, and
Yeah.
we grilled him about it, and somebody asked him about the Super Burger. He was saying he was going to make some changes to the menu for things that they never sold, you know? Somebody asked him about the Super Burger, and he's like, actually, that one we're going to cut out.
Yeah.
And then I think he said something like, you should be glad we're cutting it out because those patties have been in the thing for way too long.
Yeah.
I enjoy the croquetas there. People complain about it, but I really enjoy them. So
I think
whatever.
that's one of the
freshly
best
made.
places.
What?
But they're
Yeah,
not
I know
freshly
they're
made.
not. They're frozen. I don't care.
Yeah,
They
but they're
taste
one of the
good.
best tasting ones I've
They taste
had
good.
anywhere.
They're crispy on the outside and warm in the
That's all you need.
Super oily
You
on the
know what?
inside.
I got there once, and Joe made it for me, but he probably won't make it again, especially if I put it on air. I asked them to get that papaya, and I asked them to make me an orange juice, and I asked them to blend it in together. And orange and papaya is so freaking good, but they don't like to do it.
Is Joe the guy that always smiles at...
Joe's
The
bald and
blue,
he's small
blue-eyed
and
bald
he's cute.
dude that's always dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably smiles at you, G-Man.
Yeah, he does. I'm sure he does. Yeah, my go-to at
Those are
Oasis is simple. For lunch, you do a Cuban sandwich.
You go to lunch there?
Yeah, I get a sandwich there. It's actually pretty good.
Every day.
And then, for breakfast, either, do a little 2 croquetas and a pastelito de carne. That's pretty good. That's where they're good. The top when it's all sugary.
Yeah, sugar.
Oh, yes. It's actually pretty good. And every once in a while, a little toast. Toast works.
Tostada.
Well. Tostada with a cortadito.
Sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
No,
I just
that's
remembered
it.
something.
That's pretty much it.
Guys, do they still do this on Saturdays? Tacos, and it's like all this freaking pulled
I
pork
haven't been
and
for a
that
taco
spicy
night.
green
Taco
sauce
day.
in a plastic tube thing. That's the best. Tacos and a Corona.
I don't know if they do that. They probably started doing that because Carlos is Mexican, the guy who bought it.
Whatever, it was awesome, but it tasted like a Cuban taco. 'cause
Go
it was
by
like
for the tacos at
pork.
the Saturday farmers market. They're making tacos there on the side.
What? I
Does
didn't
it come
know.
with tofu?
Wait a minute. Let's go back to Oasis here,
Yeah.
Mr.
Stay focused.
Farmer's Market.
Somebody.
What do
All right, let's
you
talk
get,
about
Rafa? Wait, no. What do you get, Rafa?
That's what
at
I'm
the
going to
Oasis?
say.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
so first of all, the cortado with no sugar because the milk is already sweet enough, and Lado makes them the best. Okay,
Yes, I agree.
all the other people they put too much milk, and it turns out.
What
to
do
be
you
like a
do? Will
café
you
con
wait for
leche.
Lalo to be available, or will you
He
order
says
from
oscuro.
somebody else?
I tell him to make it dark, and I try to get Lalo to make it for me because he is the best. Sometimes I get the other people, and what they do is that they make a café con leche, which is like just a lot of milk,
Too much milk.
too much milk.
Yeah.
But you want the one and no sugar. Once you get used to coffee with
Yeah,
no
no
sugar,
sugar,
then you
no
don't need the sugar. The Cuban sandwich, I gotta say, at the Oasis has gotten so much better since the new ownership.
Yeah.
The pulled pork in it, or the pork in it, is so good. And then sometimes I get it with double ham and double cheese because they put a lot of pork, and it's supposed to be like an even distribution, but they put so much pork that you got to double up on the cheese and
So
ham
instead
so
of
that it's even.
Instead of subtracting pork, you add ham and cheese.
And I don't usually eat medianoches because I like the regular Cuban bread instead of the butter bread.
Ooh.
Yeah. I get the idea of the medianoche, but you should eat it at like a medianoche because
I haven't had the medianoche.
the reason the medianoche exists is drunk food. It's straight up drunk food.
Medianoche.
Yeah, you
I
eat
just
that
always
late.
liked it
It's
'cause
a
it was
late night
cheap,
thing.
quick, clean sandwich. You
Yeah.
know, it used to be
By the way-
$3.50 there.
I found out, I have to add this here. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the Cubans. So a lot of the food that we eat that is Cuban food was pre-revolution food, and Cuban people that live there now don't even eat this stuff.
Yeah,
So okay, but I don't know. I don't think we ever really think about this, but we took them to El Rey de las Fritas. They're like, what the hell's a frita? But fritas before the revolution were all over the place. So it's like on the corner carts and whatever.
It's when meat's
And-
not available. So.
Yeah, exactly. So Cuban sandwich is not really even, they don't need it.
Yeah, Cuban sandwich from Florida.
Like French
I know
fries
that.
aren't French, really, right?
Well,
No, they're
that's
Belgian.
different, guys.
Freedom
Come
fries.
on now.
Pizza's not
We got
Italian.
a freedom fries.
Come on now, guys. I thought it was from Cuba. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It is. They just don't get enough meat where they're able to afford it.
Yeah.
So
It'll make a comeback as soon as they can get some food. Okay, now you want to tell us about the farmers market?
Sorry, Rafa, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
Oh.
It was just a good taco. That's all.
I'm down to check it out.
Yeah, you really
Is it a
should
truck?
check out the. I mean, I tell you guys about the farmers market a lot, and the reason I'm telling you is because I want you guys to check it out, and I want the place to survive. So if people are listening and go by, that's where I do all my produce shopping. Winn-Dixie is awful. The produce selection there is is
Agreed.
gross.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And this place is nice. It's cost effective. You go there, you'll spend $20-$30, and you'll have all your produce for the week.
Fresh
And-
eggs, too.
Fresh eggs,
Like
they have fresh
non-refrigerated
tortillas,
eggs, oh.
and on the side they have somebody making tacos there, which are so good. For $5, you get two nice tacos. It's Saturday at 1, 11 o'clock, whatever time it is, and you're just.
Is it year round, or do they shut it up for the summertime?
I don't know.
I think they do shut it up for
They
the
shut
It
it
used
up.
to just be seasonal.
And then I read a thing.
I don't think they'll shut it up because it's caught on. There's people there every week.
down.
I read a thing recently that said when you go to farmers market, Google first like what's in season in Florida, because a lot of times these guys just bring produce that's imported and stuff like that, and they'll just sell it to you like if it's I don't know if they're doing that there, but if you're getting things that are out of season, that means it's not from here.
They don't have it. They're like, hold on, let me get to the truck, and they run down to Winn-Dixie and get some stuff. Wow, so fresh.
freshfromflorida.com.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
Cool. Good to know.
Bob.
Florida recipes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey, that's cool.
with
All
what's
right.
in season.
Freshfromflorida.com.
Oranges and sugarcane.
So did we get an answer?
Exactly.
Always fresh.
Well, fish too. I'm talking about. I do like fish recipes and all that. So.
Oh, that's why Bob knows it. I was wondering why Bob knew about a produce website.
Yeah, it's on a fishing show. They always bring it up. Fresh from Florida.
So did anybody know the answer to that trivia question?
Nobody that has called in so far.
305-361-8557. What is the most covered Beatles song? The second most covered is Something.
Yeah, beautiful song. Frank Sinatra calls it maybe the most incredible love song he's ever heard. Griff, you know that song?
Nope.
Oh, man. Tee it up. Tee it up tonight. Light a candle. Crack open some wine.
I'll do that when I play poker tonight.
Do you know what Paul
Throw
McCartney
some rose
says is the
petals
most
out.
incredible song?
A most incredible love song?
No, just most incredible song.
No, I don't.
Oh, last minute caller.
Oh, look. Okay, of course he's calling. Caller, you're on the air. Say your name.
Mark Freed.
Hold on.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Danny. How's everybody doing?
Hey, our favorite listener.
Who's that, DDB?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, talk to us. Do you know the answer to this trivia question? Most covered Beatles song?
I don't know the answer, but I can take a whack at it.
Yeah.
That
Whack
works.
away, whack
Walk
away.
away.
No, not on the show.
Bob, calm down, Bob. Man, I don't know. I hope I don't regurgitate a previous. I don't know. People have been calling and.
Yeah,
Definitely
the phones
not.
are ringing up the hook.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're in line.
The sound guy at the boards, you know what I mean? I don't know if he can handle all the calls, man. Probably just coming in. All right. Man, most covered Beatles song. I mean, I'm just going to have to go with Here Comes the Sun.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. Is
Is
it?
that the answer?
That is not the answer.
Oh,
unfortunately. That's not the answer, but
Try again.
yeah, we'll give you another
Yeah, we'll
one.
give you another shot.
We'll give you 3 picks,
God.
Danny. 3 picks.
3.
Okay, man, but you know.
Now the pressure's really on.
Do you know another Beatles song?
He knows them all.
Yeah, Danny's
But I just, you know, oh God. So what do I play? I mean,
You could Google it.
most covered. So I don't know. Okay, go Hey Jude.
No?
Not.
It's not Hey Jude.
Sgt. Pepper's.
No, probably not.
It's not Sgt. Pepper.
Oh, bloody.
Ringo sang it number 2 on Sgt. Pepper.
No, it's not a Ringo song. It will never be a Ringo
Okay,
song.
yeah, I mean, I guess it might take some of the fun out of it, but can you tell me who sings on it?
Who sings on it?
Danny, we'll give you a clue, all right? We'll give you a clue.
All right. Okay.
We'd like to hear what your answer is today, not tomorrow, and not...
You'd like to hear what my answer is today. Yes, yesterday, man.
Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner.
You got a winner.
Tell him what he won, Manny.
Danny, you actually win a full barbecue set, gold-plated barbecue set, Rat Radio logos on it. You also win a new pair of shoes, a new pair of shoes of your choice, and you also receive a lifetime pass to all future Beatles tours.
Backstage pass.
Man, and that's that, yesterday all my troubles seemed so far away, but now that I have this Rat Radio,
Take a whack pass.
my troubles are gone. My troubles are once again gone. Thank you, guys.
All right,
We love you, Danny. We love you.
Danny, we'll see. Oh, listen, we're going to get into the calendar section next, and Danny, we're going to talk about Friday night here on the calendar.
All right. I'll
All
see
right.
you there. Let's do it.
All right, man.
All right,
Thanks
Dan,
so much
thank
for
you.
the call.
Thank you, Danny.
Of course. All right, guys. See ya.
See ya. See, now that's a good listener. He knows how to end the call and everything. He's like, when he's done, he's like, I got to go. Bye.
And he often texts us saying, "Oh, you guys."
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny.
Good job. Good job.
Number one fan.
Calendar section, Rafa. Friday night, we're planning to put a little crew together and go to the Marlins game.
Ooh.
Haven't been in a while. Friday night, it's going to be in the high 60s, low 70s. They'll probably have the roof open, clear skies. Phillies are in town, so that's always a good crowd. And it's Friday night. So if anyone wants to join us, Danny and I are going to rally a little crew together. Let's do it.
Sounds like
Join
fun.
up.
I'm jealous I won't be here, or else
7
I would go because it's so fun out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
I'll
fun.
be working.
Very cool.
Sorry.
And then what else do we have for the calendar? On
June 3rd, the Calusa Club Cornhole Classic is coming up, and the announcement finally went out.
It
You
did.
can register on the look up the Calusa Club Facebook. First come, first serve.
I didn't see that.
You
was
didn't get an email?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, it's already full.
Who's your marketing name?
Oh, shit, man.
That's a good thing because your name's even on the email.
You're probably using my old email address.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's a way to sign up
Hotmail.com.
online, but there's only 3 teams signed up though so far, I believe. The last I checked.
Sign me up.
Cool.
I don't know. I got a call today about the sign up form. I gave it
And
to
what is
somebody.
the registration fee for that?
$50 per team.
Per team. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
We got food this year, and
Zola's?
no, I think we got something
Got
better.
Gale Fried pulled pork, I believe.
Ooh.
Gail Fried's
Even
catering
better.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fancy.
And there's kegs also, right? Or-
Eggs.
Yes, sir.
We're probably going to have to create some cornhole boards and order some bags, but we'll have it all together by the 3rd.
Did those bags go missing from Friday night?
I haven't been back to the beach club.
I didn't
you
see them
did.
there. Yeah, I went
you,
by.
You
and they
asked,
weren't.
right?
But Big John wasn't there. But
There was a bunch of little kids running around. Felix
Yeah.
terrorizing like.
yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah?
like, these are gone right
Those
away
are-
within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
that's what
they're in the
happens.
pool at the
And
sands.
All the Walcuts.
I'm gonna have to buy some bags.
Yeah, we're going to have to invest.
It's okay.
You got to do that soon because we got to break those in.
Right,
we got to
right,
break
right.
those in.
Right, we
So
got it.
it'll take some breaking in. Then on May 28th is the rib off.
Yes,
We know about that. More details to come on that.
Is Let's Fester gonna make a comeback? or
Yes,
no?
Let's Fester is coming back for 2016.
Yeah.
That's our
and
team.
Let's Fester is Rafa, Santiago, and I.
That's
And we
exciting.
are going to tear it up. We've already placed in the past. So there's a lot of people that have been doing this for many years, and they have yet to place. So we are actually a contender.
Yeah, we've been on the podium, and we're gonna be on the top
Cool.
post of the podium.
That's awesome.
We know what's up.
For sure.
Tonight.
And then on May 21st is that's the Saturday before the rib off is the full moon party at the yacht club.
Ooh.
So that should be a fun event. I believe it is. I asked Brian Connell to give me some specs on that today, but he didn't get back to me. but I heard that's happening. So May 21st, full moon party at the Yacht Club.
Cool. And then tonight at Gramps, there's this band we play on the radio called La Luz. They're a surf rock band from Seattle, and it's cool. And they're playing tonight, and I don't know how much it is, but it's not that much.
I'll be gone next week. How many other people will be gone? You?
I will not be here next week or the
Jonathan.
following
Neither will I.
week.
So us three are gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
But I'll be back the following.
So
So
good luck.
who's
You
here
guys are
next
all going
week?
to Spain, right?
Yeah, we got a wedding.
Yes, for our friend Lucia Ojeda's wedding. Yeah, boop boop.
Fun.
Should be good.
All right, cool, man.
The trip, not the
You guys
show.
have anything else?
It's gonna be.
Actually, yeah, I do have something else.
Here.
Just to close it up
Wait.
on a high note.
Okay.
Uber is now legal
Uber
Yeah,
is
it
officially legal
Where?
in
in
Miami.
the state of Florida, right? Or is it just
Florida?
Miami?
See, the
Just
cab companies now are suing Miami-Dade for
Yeah.
$2 billion. Or
Billion?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to close off the show with that. It's finally legal. You don't have to sit in the front of the car in the front seat.
If you go to the airport, yeah.
So now you can sit in the back
And
and
Commissioner
relax.
Pepe Diaz was found not guilty for DUI.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yep, deliberated in less than 10 minutes.
No way. Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
Nobody understands how he did it.
Wasted.
Nobody understands because a bike fell on him and his leg was burnt, but he passed the sobriety test.
Well, they said LeBron James wouldn't be able to have passed the sobriety test on the side of the highway after being burnt and being overweight.
Oh my god.
So there you go, guys.
That guy was definitely drunk. The way he talks in the video, it's just everything about it. Oh.
Well, he talks normal. That's not how he normally talks.
Yeah, no, but like his attitude, like you could tell, like he's. I don't know. Have you seen it? You've seen it?
Oh, yeah, I watched the whole thing. It's like an hour and a half long.
I just received the Cornhole email. Thanks for forwarding that, Bobby. And I'm honored to have actually made the copy in the email. My name is even mentioned in the email.
A
That's
chance to knock out Manny Riondo.
from his pedestal. Come on,
Who wrote it? Who wrote it?
Chris.
Chris wrote that.
Chris recalled, and he didn't mention my partner's name either, which is. If we're gonna make sure you remember his name this year, John Cook.
John McRinger.
John.
Yeah.
He's just another Garden District resident, brother.
Oh,
Wow.
enlightening.
All right.
I think I just
All right,
got
well, that's
struck.
the show. Thank you for listening. RatRadio.net, Rat Radio on Facebook. Check it out. See you next week, but I won't.
Either.
None of us will, but a few of us will.
G-Man, are you here next week?
I mean, I should be. It's a one-man show.
Griff, are you here?
No, but it sounds like one of you guys are going to be hosting.
All right.
put it on Periscope.
What?
So how are we gonna do the goodbye today?
Don't hate on the Periscope watchers.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. That'll be actually be good. We can put that up.
They're part of the listeners.
We just got to square it away so it's not a technical issue throughout the whole show.
Yeah,
Manny.
sorry about that. I apologize
Manny.
about that. A couple people had fun watching. So
There was like, a good 5 followers or something? Jesus.
And we had a caller today.
Yeah.
It's great. It's too
Doing
big,
good.
too big, too mainstream.
To mainstream.
All right, well, that's the show.
All right.
Have a good night. Say goodbye.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Toodles.
Bye.
stay dry, everybody.